everyone. Welcome back to the Salty Bible Podcast. It is your hosts, Scott Zorn, and me, Blair Soto. Today we are diving into Revelation 7.
Yeah.
I was questioning that. 7. I couldn't remember. Lucky number 7. We have...
We got a lot.
A
lot's got, like, there's been a lot of sickness. There's been a lot of, like, you met my family.
Yes.
You got to meet my sister, my brother-in-law. Shout out to them.
So fun.
It was a blast. And,
we had a blast.
And my sister tells me, like, and Darren both, they say, our favorite part is when Blair says, your host, Scott Zorn, and me, Blair Soto.
And I was like, it's just what comes out.
It's just, they love that. Me, Blair Soto.
Because it feels weird to speak in the third person. I got to acknowledge it's me.
And I.
It is I.
It is I.
That would be so weird.
Blair, spelled with an I.
The intro became what it was really quickly, and I can't change it now.
No, you're in a groove. It's good.
It's flow state. Flow state.
So the last time, you all know that we recorded weird times.
Yes.
And we're off of our laughy high, but I think maybe not.
Oh my gosh, episode 5. What a rip. Woo. What a rip.
People,
it was
they'll
ridiculous.
never know the depth of laughter that was. Somebody said laughing like 15 minutes like that is like a big workout.
I believe that.
Or something. Yeah.
I believe that.
Belly laugh.
And Carrie said it. We had a small group last night. We all got together.
Yeah.
And Carrie was like, that's when I wish YouTube was a thing for you guys. And I'm like, honestly, that's the only time in which I thought.
The only time we need video.
I so wish that the world could have seen how purple your face got. Because and honestly, like in the recording, there was moments of silence because we're just cackling.
Well, we're trying to catch our breath.
Truly.
Yeah. The funny thing, also, Kayla last night at group, she's like, I couldn't quite hear you. I'm like, yeah, because I was on the floor laughing away from the microphone. I mean, I didn't even know the microphone was on. I didn't even know that we were recording.
I hit record, and we're just letting that be what it was. But yeah, since we recorded last, we've had some really nice together time, which has been so great.
We haven't, I think February
was a wash.
Everybody was sick. Everybody was blowing their nose.
Well, January and
coughing.
February.
Yeah. Or we were traveling.
Yep.
So we had all that going on, and now it's like, okay, it's almost spring. We're working toward that now.
Getting the germs out.
Yep. And everybody's getting together again, and we got to hang out. That was fun. It was so fun. Like yesterday, y'all need to know, like Blair has these incredible children, and now the third one's starting to create his own personality.
Mm-hmm.
So we're leaving church yesterday, and James, you're not holding James, you're walking him.
I'm trying to get him to just hold my hand.
Yeah, hold your hand and walk out.
Yes.
And I said, hey James, can I have a hug goodbye? And he of course he let go of your hand immediately.
He did.
And he's like gives me
his, okay.
I'm like, I can pick him up.
Yeah.
Henry, it's like a
tank.
Yes. James is like, wee,
James is lighter than air.
He just flew in my arms.
Yeah.
Gave him a hug, and I looked at him and I said, hey, I'm going to come to your house tonight, because we had a small group at your house last night, and I'm going to come to your house. And his eyes got this big.
Well, he was looking. Huge. I think he was looking at Jason. You were holding him.
Yeah.
And Jason and I were standing there just chatting about. He wanted to know when Ross was going to be available to do volunteer work for the service.
Right.
Now that his work schedule is kind of mapped out a little bit better. And I said, okay, I have the calendar. I should be in tomorrow. Scott and I are going to record. We're just chatting. And James is kind of basically, I think, clocking me to make sure I don't walk away. Because now Scott has him, and he wants to just make sure, like, that's good, but as long as mom is still nearby, like, she's not trying to leave, because I do be doing that where I'm like, here, hold this, bye. So James is still kind of looking over my way, and you had said into his ear, like, I'm gonna come to your house tonight. And the way he slowly turned his head, bug-eyed, smile on his face, like, you are, and he fully understood what you were saying to him.
You're coming over.
And got excited. And Jason and I looked at each other and was like, that message was received. He goes, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I said, James is down for that information.
That was funny.
He is psyched that Zorn is coming over.
I didn't expect that from him. You know?
I didn't either.
Yeah, let's get really funny.
He was really like picking up what you were putting down.
So we had this great group last night. It was fun.
Oh, it was so fun. All the kids.
All the kids were there. Well, we don't have the kids.
How many kids did we have there last night?
A million.
8?
It felt like a million. I don't know.
8.
You have 3.
3.
Lisa has 3.
3. Okay, 7.
Rhett, 7.
And 7. 7 kids. And all of them are like within each other's age bracket, which is really cool. So everyone had a buddy to hang out with, which is cool. Except Lisa's oldest, but he's cool enough. He wants to just hang with us anyway. So that
He likes the adults.
He's high schooler, you know?
Yeah.
So that was so nice. Like I love nothing more than my house just filled with kids and people. Like it was fun. It's just so nice.
And good food.
Great food. Some snacky food, some cookies, some pizza, buffalo chicken dip.
So on the way out the door, so my wife and I were walking out the door. And James again, he's like the bookend of my day. You know? His eyes were like, "You're coming over tonight." And then when we left, well, you impersonated him better than I could.
Yeah, he's. I'm holding him because he will run out the door after you, and he's reaching across my shoulder, and he's like grabbing with his hands, and he's going, "Please don't leave me."
So Carrie, of course, my wife is just
she's
heart's
clutching her heart,
heart's
like
broken.
Oh.
She's like, "I want to take him home." I'm like, "Yeah, no."
He looks pitiful.
He looks terrible. Like
he's just.
So we get out the door, and I said, "That's why people thought the same." Michaela did the same thing to us. She always did that to us.
Please don't.
And it just sounded like, oh, DCFS is going to come calling soon because don't leave me with this wicked woman.
These horrible people. And James's emotions are light switch.
Oh, he was amazing.
You saw it happen once.
I did. It was amazing.
He was really mad about something. I mean, tears flowing, and then all of a sudden it was,
Hi,
okay.
Guys. I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Hi.
everything's great.
Light switch.
Boom.
And Carrie goes, wow.
That was amazing.
That was quick.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, he's fast. And then when you guys were leaving, I could see the hesitation through the doorway, like, oh no, do we leave this sweet little baby who's just devastated I'm leaving? I said, guys, he'll be fine in 4 seconds. And sure enough, the door shut, and he goes, don't leave me. And I said, they have to go home. And then I said, look there's Rhett. And he goes, okay. And he went down.
He went down and played with Rhett.
Yeah, so it was a shot clock of 4 seconds. And then he was fine. And then he did it again when Kayla and Brogan left. And Kayla and Brogan were like, oh no, that's horrible. And they were like, Rhett just started doing that too. And I was like, oh, it's heart-wrenching. But they do grow out of it, and then and then I look at my teenager who's going to be 14 in a month, and he's like, gives me 1-word text messages and says like, I say, hey buddy, have a great day at school, and he says, yeah,
cool,
not even cool. I get yeah. All right, and then hey, but I'm gonna go record the podcast with Scott. You got your brothers, right? You're all good. Do you guys need anything? Nope. Okay, well I love you. Yep, love you too. Okay, great. Got it.
We're communicating.
So there is signs,
Yay.
there is proof that is temporary, but it is so heartbreaking. But it was so nice. We've had a lot of good together time. We had,
it's been fun.
Dinner with your family was so fun. We giggled for 4 hours.
Yeah, that was fun.
Had some delicious dessert from Morris Bakery. Good dinner from McBride's. Some good coffee we had. It was just good. Everything was just good. The coffee was delicious because it was still hot. Carrie's carafe.
It's amazing.
She goes, I don't know. It might still be warm from this morning. And I poured it steam. I was like, Carrie, this is hot. It is still hot. She's like, oh yeah, probably. It's a good carafe. I'm like, it really is. I'm like, can you tell me the brand? She's like, I don't know. My dad got it for me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Dad. It's redder.
Picked it up maybe from like a conference center or something. Because it was hot still. Got to get one of those.
Well, yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah, we've had a good.
We're just socializing.
I know, we're coming alive.
Crazy.
We're coming alive. So it's been really nice. So now coming up, we've got more recordings of the podcast. We're not even close to done with this season.
Oh, good night.
Some more volunteer work at the church. Now the overnighters coming at our church that we volunteer at. Camps are getting planned, and it just feels like the world is coming alive.
Pretty soon.
Everyone's coming outside.
Like flowers are going to bloom.
I know. You made the announcement for Easter service, and I thought we're already at Easter.
There. Yeah, 1 month. Of course, we're closer. This recording when it goes out,
right?
it'll be just a couple weeks away.
Couple weeks away.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I know.
Yeah, it moves fast.
It does.
Although March is a weird month, it's just up and down. It can go 35 degrees for a high, then 75, and then somewhere in between.
I had my windows open 2 days ago. It was 70 degrees.
It's going to go that way this week, so looking forward to it.
Heyo.
7, Revelation 7. Okay, we left you off last week with
darkness.
The first,
horrible.
The first 6 seals.
Scary.
First 6 sea puppies.
Sea puppies.
And we left with the question, who can stand? The great day of the wrath has come. Who can stand? Well, chapter 7, as we said before, between the 6th seal and the 7th seal, and the 6th bowl, 6th trumpet and 7th trumpet, and 6th bowl and 7th bowl, there's this thing called, this is a literary device, a thing called an interlude, or like an intermission. A little pause in the action to make a statement about the church.
Okay.
And each of those 3 makes an incredible statement about the church, and it's a progression we're going to see. So we're going to see the first one today.
Okay.
And this is the pause. Chapter 7 is the pause. And so what's John writing down, seeing? What does God and Jesus want us to see about the church in relation to the 7 seals, which is basically, as they're broken, it's opening the scroll and showing the complete sovereign agenda of the will of God. I mean, everything's there, and we know that it's pestilence, it's conquest, it's war, it's pain, it's suffering, it's death.
It's the bad and the ugly, of the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Like, our world is full of that, right?
Yeah.
And then in the process, innocent people get murdered for their faith. Those are the martyrs, the 5th seal.
Yep.
And the 6th seal becomes the judgment on top of those who did all the martyring, the killing, the murdering, and
the justice.
The earth dwellers.
Yes.
So the earth dwellers get this big judgment on them in 6. The caves. They're trying to hide in the caves, and they can't hide from anything. And it's just this great, wonderful, incredible wrath of God day. And the question is, who can stand? Well, the interlude between the 6th and 7th seal answers the question. Who can stand? So here we go.
Okay.
Chapter 7. Let's just start reading. And it's interesting. There's so many interesting things in this chapter. I can't wait to share it with everybody.
Revelation's been proven to be just interesting.
It will continue to be.
Can't wait.
The next few chapters are going to get weird.
Just scratching the surface.
Yeah, totally. So it says this. After this, I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth. Pause. Are we talking about a flat earth? Answer, no. I like getting that out of the way.
For anyone who is questioning that, get over it.
It's round. We know it. We've been in space.
Come on.
So what does this mean? 4 corners of the earth.
Yes.
It's a way of saying the entire earth, the totality of the earth.
We as a society even say it like, I would go to the ends of the earth. I would reach to the 4 corners of the earth.
You can't get there.
You know what I equate it to? A map.
Yeah.
When you touch the 4 corners of the map, you're covering the whole earth. Guys, that's what it means.
You're just flattening out the atlas down to
correct.
Something we can see.
But she's a sphere.
We need a map.
It's round.
But it is round.
Spherical.
It has spherical features, yes.
Yes.
So, get that out of the way. 4 angels stand at the 4 corners of the earth, holding back the 4 winds of the earth. That is judgment language. To prevent any wind from blowing on the land or the sea or any tree. So this pause is saying, okay, who can stand? We're going to tell you, because these angels are going to hold back judgment that is coming upon everybody in seal number 6 back in chapter 6. Now it's held back. Then I saw another angel coming from the east having the seal. Interesting language. We have to get back to the seals now. Having the seal of the living God. He called out in a loud voice to the 4 angels who had been given power to harm the land or the sea. He goes, do not harm the land or the sea or the trees until, like there's a time for this judgment, but hold off until we put a seal on the foreheads of the servants of our God. Now let's go back to your theory about sea puppies. This doesn't make sense, does it, to put a seal on somebody's forehead? Okay. An animal seal.
Not at all.
No, okay.
Not at all. No, not in a way I would like to imagine.
Context tells us everything.
It's dark. That's terrible.
Oh,
PETA would be after us immediately.
I don't know that I'm ever going to get over that, though. That is something.
I'm not over it.
It's just something that I'm like, oh, wow.
It's just so vivid in my head.
You have an imagination unlike anybody I've met. So
I wish I didn't.
There you go. So he wants to put the seal on the forehead of the servants of our God. Now, pause.
That makes more sense.
Go back to the Old Testament Exodus story.
Okay.
The death angel's coming. The 10th plague over Egypt's coming. How are we going to differentiate those who belong to the God, Yahweh, and those who belong to the false gods, real gods, right?
Right.
False gods of Egypt, right? The lesser.
With the Passover.
The Passover.
Yeah.
The blood that seals their door.
An angel would.
And you'll pass over their household and not bring death to it. So there's seal language.
Okay.
That goes along with this that we have heard before. And of course, Deuteronomy goes on to say, and Exodus, they both teach us about foreheads. Like, put it on your put the word of God, put the will of God, put the law of God on your foreheads and on your wrists, and when you wake up, when you lie down. It's always an identity thing, like sealing on a forehead.
Okay.
Like, I identify, even like recently in the Catholic tradition of Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right. Where they put the ashes on?
Right on the forehead. Well, yeah.
You can pretty much, in our culture, and especially where we live in the Chicago area,
yes.
You can say, oh, they're Catholic.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially on Ash Wednesday.
That's an identity thing, right?
Yes.
So there's ashes on their forehead. I've seen people on like even newscast anchors, wearing it. And I'm like, at first you're like, hey, you got something on, and then you're like, oh, it's Ash Wednesday.
Because it's never a perfect cross.
No.
It's literally like a smudge.
Smudgy.
By the time they get to the front of the line, it's either the deacon or the priest is just so smudged up with his thumb, he's just doing the best he can.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not from the Catholic tradition, so that's what happens. You go to the church and they do that to your forehead?
Yes, you go to special Ash Wednesday Mass, and then you go through the Mass, and then at the usually somewhere in the middle or usually at the end, they come up and you get the ashes on your forehead and they give you a blessing. And usually it's like, you are from dust, and to dust you shall return. And they kind of bless you with the ashes, and then you move, and you're not allowed to go and wash it off. It has to naturally come off. Like when you shower, it can come off, but you can't go wash it off after you get it on. So you're supposed to wear it as a symbol, and it will naturally come off throughout your day, or you're just not supposed to mindfully wash it off. It's just supposed to come off in your natural order of your day, right?
Right. So that's kind of a modern day take on what an ancient practice, or language,
we've
the
seen
language
people anoint oils on the head, and like Lion King, Simba got a little bit of got a schmutz on his whatever that was. He's got some schmutz on his forehead, like some sort of blessing that Rafiki gave him. I don't know,
Rafiki.
But it's like I think in a lot of religions the forehead is extremely prominent, and here in the Bible it's saying it too. Yeah,
it's an identity. Forehead is always an identity thing. So
cool. What
he's trying to do is I want to put a seal on their foreheads. I'm going to identify my servants, is what he's saying. So before here's what you can know about judgment. God knows who belongs to him. And the seal is there to identify. Okay. It's an identification, okay? And then here we go. Here we go with the symbolic language. Golly, this is going to get a little nutty, okay? If you can just handle the crazy of Revelation, but here's what he heard. Now, I love that, verse 4. He goes, then I heard, now I'm going to emphasize heard the number of those who were sealed. And the number was 144,000 from all the tribes of Israel.
That's so specific.
Now, do you think at the end of all time and end of all judgment that only 144,000 are saved?
Well, that would be devastating.
Because we're not going to make it.
I'm not going to make that cut.
We're 2,000 years past Jesus, right? I was just going to
say, there's been a lot of people walking this earth.
Who love Jesus.
Who really be loving Jesus.
And be following him everywhere. And you know what? I
love him too. But if the ledger is in order of birth,
we're in trouble.
I don't think we're going to make the cut.
So we can automatically...
If there's 2.5 billion Christians right now...
Right. How are they going to make it?
And that's our generation.
There was somebody, and I'm not going to mention who, but somebody deep into the recesses of extended family, and I mean extended family.
Okay.
A preacher once in that extended realm of our genealogy who believed that his particular family's last name was somehow you can find it in the 144,000. I'm like,
oh well, royal blood.
God bless you. Zorn didn't make it.
That's obvious. I sincerely doubt Soto is in there.
Yeah, Soto's out. Zorn's
Maybe
out.
Turner.
Yeah, those
Maybe my maiden
four-letter
name.
last names not working, but the 6 maybe 7. Who
Turner,
knows?
maybe, you think?
Yeah, it's 6. It's not a good number.
Bummer.
Anyway,
Boo.
144,000. What does it mean? Well, then the next few verses kind of tell us from each tribe, and he goes through all the tribes: Judah, Reuben, Gad, Asher, Naphtali, Manasseh, Simeon, Levi, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, Benjamin. And it basically says 12,000 from each were sealed. So that equals 144,000. Okay, let's just break this down pretty simply. 12 times 12 times 1,000. These are numbers in the book of Revelation that equal totality. 12 tribes are all of God's people, right? We've already seen this before.
We've seen the 12, yeah.
12 and the 12 and 24 around the throne of God. So the number 12 is a totality number. It's all of God's people. Times 1,000, it's like giving it like to infinity and beyond, right?
Right.
That kind of language.
Yeah.
12 times 1,000. Like, this is everybody that belongs to God. What's really interesting, if we really going to get in the details of this, look at what's the first name of the 12,000.
The Reuben?
What's the first name?
The first name.
The first
Israel.
Is yours says Israel?
Judah. Sorry.
Judah.
I gotta read better. Judah is the answer.
More.
Final answer. Judah. I'm about to phone a friend.
You're about to phone a friend. That's
close.
Say that. Yeah.
Yeah, pull the audience.
Judah. But who's the oldest? Reuben.
Oh.
He takes him out of birth order in this, which is really interesting.
Why?
Oh, good question, Blair. Because we know the story of Judah back in Genesis. Yeah. Judah being the blessing of Judah was he's the lion, and the iron scepter would not leave his throne, and this is the line of
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's why. Because Judah's prominent because of who his line produced, the Messiah. Even though Reuben's the oldest, Judah is the most important.
Okay.
And then you go all the way down. You get a couple other things in here that's kind of interesting. 1, Manasseh. 2, Joseph. 3, Benjamin. Those kind of morph into a replacement of Dan. There's a brother named Dan in the 12 tribes.
Oh.
And Manasseh's paired with Ephraim, and Joseph and Benjamin they're not really part of the original 12 tribes of Israel as far as by name.
Okay.
But the big thing is Dan usually comes between, around Asher and Naphtali. He's in that birth order, and he's left out. And is there a reason for that? Yes, there is. Because when the 12 tribes took over the land of Canaan, the promised land, and they were allotting places to each of the 12 tribes. You get this territory, you get this territory. Yeah. And Dan's territory, after they got their placement, was the one tribe that bowed down to idol worship.
Oh, he was wayward.
Yep.
Oh, man. So he didn't make it to Revelation. Huh?
He didn't make it to Revelation. His tribe was idolatrous out of the gate.
Wow.
And seen as kind of like the black sheep of the family, if you will, right?
Well, it cost you.
Went the wrong way. And so he's kind of left out because of that idolatry, worshiping other gods.
That's so interesting.
Mm-hmm. And so he's left out. So there's some interesting things here. It's not this literalism that people like to run with Revelation. Like, if you cannot be that literal with Revelation as far as like the symbols and the numbers,
Yeah.
It's just
like they mean something, but it can't be 144,000 people are only making it to heaven.
No.
I refuse. I'm sorry.
They're not the ones sealed. What he's trying to say is the people of God are sealed.
Yes.
And the people of God are like the faithful people of God. And Dan's left out because they weren't faithful. Mm-hmm. But Joseph and Benjamin and Manasseh, they're brought in because they were faithful.
Because they were,
right?
yeah.
So you have 12,000 of each. Now, were they all like perfect human beings? No.
Just are any of us?
No. But they were faithful to God. In general, that's what the whole scene is. Now, that kind of wraps up that part of this chapter, saying the 144,000 is a symbolic number of all of God's people, all of God's faithful people, with Judah leading the charge because he's the line of Jesus.
Yep.
Dan out because he's idolatrous.
Yeah.
And it's a number that John hears. So he hears whatever's being shouted out in the heavenlies at this point in time in this worship scene. He hears 144,000, 12,000 from each of these tribes, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's move forward. Verse 9. The tension's building. After this, what does it say? Looked. He saw.
Yeah. So first he heard.
So he hears 144,000, and then he sees.
Now he's seeing them.
And that's the interesting juxtaposition that John constantly does in Revelation. I hear, I see. The senses are being evoked here.
Okay.
And as I looked, I saw there before me was a great multitude that no one could count. Wait a minute.
Well, there you have it.
I thought we just counted 144,000,
There you
right?
have it. I didn't say it started there.
That's what he heard. What he's hearing is a number. He's hearing symbolism.
Yeah.
He's hearing, all of God's people. What he sees is something he can't count.
More than that.
144,000 doesn't capture it.
Wow.
Where does it come from? Not just the 12 tribes of Israel. From every nation, tribe, people, and language. And here's the key word. Standing.
Standing before the throne.
He looks and sees a multitude he can't count, and they are standing. It answers the question at the end of chapter 6, who can stand? And then the answer is, these are the people that can stand. They're standing before the throne and before the Lamb. They're wearing white robes. Well, that ought to tell us, like, their purity, good deeds. They're holding palm branches in their hands. When's the last time we've seen palm branches in hands? That'd be Palm Sunday. The week before, the week before Jesus, he enters into Jerusalem on a donkey. They're waving palm branches. Hosanna in the highest. Praise they're praising him. They're worshiping him. It's this worship scene of pure believers in white robes with good deeds worshiping Jesus. And they cry out in a loud voice, salvation belongs to our God who sits on the throne and to the Lamb. So they're going back to chapters 4 and 5, Creator God, Redeemer Lamb, Jesus. And so they're worshiping God who sits on the throne, and they're worshiping the Lamb who sits on the throne. And they're all just in this worship scene together. And it's the people who can stand. And it's the great multitude that's way beyond 144,000. But it symbolizes God's faithful people to God, okay?
I could see how if someone were to cherry pick Revelation, they'd be like, only 144,000. It's like, well, just keep reading. I mean, it's literally one more sentence. It's me with the seals. Like I read a.
All you need to do is one more sentence. That's all you got to do. Right?
I read a header in my app, and if I had read one more
sentence. And that's such a good point. Like,
just read one more.
Context matters when you're interpreting scripture.
You can't cherry pick it.
You can't cherry pick it.
No.
You can't. That's kind of like my beef with modern day preaching is we cherry pick the scriptures way too much.
Because it keeps people comfortable.
Well, it also, like, I think, I'm like,
they can spin it.
Yeah, I got something to say. I'm going to go find 3 scriptures to back it up.
Okay.
I'm going to backfill my sermon with scripture.
Gotcha.
I tend to live in my Professor Chuck Sackett's world. Let the text drive the sermon. So that's, we're in 1 Peter right now in church. And I'm just like, okay, the text is the text. And
I am furiously taking notes in the middle of church.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. She's in the front row, and I'm thinking, she's not paying attention to me at all. But I'm learning weekly. You are paying more attention to me than anybody else because you're not looking up. Your husband's looking straight at me the whole time.
Ross is locked in.
He's locked in. He got that face, and I'm like, there
Ross
he is.
Is like, I'm soaking all of it in.
Yeah. And then, but you're staring at the floor, but taking furious notes, which I appreciate.
Yes, I need to eliminate all external stimuli to absorb the information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Took more notes on Sunday in 1 Peter than I have ever taken in any service you've given.
Well, that's a very powerful chapter 2.
Extremely. And it was, I felt like it was yelling at me a little bit. I needed to do some work on my behavior. So I was like, more or less my thought process, like not my behavior, I suppose, the way I've been thinking about certain things, the way I've been angry about certain things. I'm like, I need to just trust.
Yeah.
And respect and honor, and that's what I need to do. So it was really eye-opening.
We're a spiritual house in the midst of a political upheaval.
Oh, yeah.
The emperor.
It's hard.
But honor the emperor.
Yeah, it's hard.
Even though the emperor is going to kill you, and then you have to live in suffering with a purpose in the midst of all that.
Yeah.
That's 2 Peter. That's 1 Peter 2. And
you could have cherry-picked that and made it whatever you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
You could have made that whatever you wanted if you had a personal agenda to make it whatever you wanted. Right. And we all would have chewed it up and swallowed it. You know what I mean? It would have been like, okay.
How many times have I told the congregation, I don't know if I want to even talk about this next section of Scripture because it's hard.
Around once a month. You try to keep it light most of the time.
Because it's hard.
But there are times when you're like, this one's not a warm and fuzzy.
No.
But it's not my job to give you hugs every Sunday.
Right.
Like you need to hear what you need to hear.
But, yeah, right.
But you do.
Right.
The physical hugs. The more
biblical hugs.
The theological hugs. Not always there.
No.
Not always there.
It's not easy. No.
But all that to say, this is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Read the whole book.
Yeah. Read everything, right?
Read the whole book. One more sentence down clears up the 144,000 mess.
Right.
One more sentence. Literally just one.
And they're worshiping. Okay, then we're going to move on here.
Yeah.
Gets even more interesting. So all the angels were standing around the throne.
White robes.
Around the elders.
Beaches.
And the 4 living creatures minus the seals. I'm sorry.
I'm never going to live this down.
You were never going to live this down.
But you see them, don't you? When you think about it, you see them. They're there.
They're around the throne.
I hope God's funny. I hope God is so funny. And that when my time comes and I get to stand before.
You're greeted with 7 seals. That would be hilarious.
The God I know has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I really do feel like he has the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time with me. I really do. And when my time comes to pass and I get to stand before him with confidence, right? But with humility as well. And I'm laying it all down. I hope I hear seal barking. And I just hope the 24 elders just like stand up and scoot out of the way for a minute. And like where Jesus quelling the sea behind, there's some seals. He has an opportunity.
There's no more sea. We'll get down to chapter 21.
See, okay, all right. Well, that's, see, I'm getting ahead of myself. But see, he has an opportunity to do something really funny.
Yes, he does.
And I hope he does. Because I'm a funny gal, and I could use a little laugh. I just died. Give me a break.
As long as I'm there first to
witness it?
Yeah, I want to witness it.
He could probably give you the same treatment.
I will probably be the one in charge of setting it up.
Yeah, he'd be like, Scott, she's coming. Get the seals.
Let's go.
Gather the seals.
I don't know how all that works.
I really don't either, but I can't wait. I can wait to find out.
Yeah,
Let me be perfectly clear. But I'm excited to find out the spin of the.
So all the angels standing around the throne, around the elders, 4 living creatures. So we're still back in chapter 4 and 5 as far as the scene goes. Mm-hmm. We're worshiping around the throne.
Yeah.
They fell down on their faces before the throne and worshiped God, saying, and so another phrase of worship. And I'll try to break this down for you quickly. Amen, they said. Praise and glory and wisdom and thanks and honor and power and strength be to our God forever and ever. Amen. Now, that's a lot of words.
Yeah.
It's a lot of words. I don't want you to miss the fact that John loves numbers. Symbolic numbers fill his brain. How many words describe the phrase?
There's 7.
You already did.
I was counting.
7.
I was like,
praise, glory, wisdom,
list.
thanks, honor, power, strength. 7. So what he's trying to say is complete worship is happening here. 7 being a complete number.
They're thanking him for all of it.
And God embodies the completeness of praise.
Okay.
And all these words describe him. Amen. Hallelujah. Right? Okay. Verse 3.
And when they fall on their face, I imagine they're just kneeling down and like bowing, correct?
Yeah, yes.
Can't imagine it's like a plank face plant.
No.
Just trying to keep it light here.
Right.
Could you imagine though?
Yeah. Oh, I can. Let me tell you my story. My racquetball buddies,
okay,
Brent and Joyce have witnessed this, and they do. Joyce especially reminds me of what happened. So
did you face plant?
I did. So I don't know what happened. I can't remember the play. Okay. We're hitting the ball off the wall or something. I think the ball's coming off the wall, and I was trying to hit it, and I stepped on my own toes.
No, you took yourself out?
Yes. Nobody helped me. I stepped on my own foot, and I was going at breakneck speed to get to this ball that's coming off the wall. And all my momentum just launched my body into the air, and my whole torso hit the wood floor first. No. And I mean, like a belly flop in water.
You're lucky you have your teeth.
I think that's the first time I felt this pain in the right side of my body ever since.
You just like scorpioned up?
Yeah.
Like where your legs went?
I lost my breath.
Oh, no.
Oh, I was out of breath. Luckily, I didn't hit my face first.
Okay, that's good.
But
you're lucky you
my
have
face
your
didn't
teeth.
hit, but it was body, just planted. And, it was embarrassing.
I needed to take the time to pray.
But they were all looking at me like, "Are you alive?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I just couldn't speak because I had no air. Knocked the wind out of me.
Oh, that's the worst
and
feeling.
Ever since then, it's been about a year or so ago, the right side of my body just hurts all the time.
Oh no, you probably tore something.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
And
I'm positive.
You're too proud to go get it checked
Absolutely
out. Oh,
not.
come on.
Yeah.
Human pride, what a gift, huh?
I'm toughing it out, right?
Yeah, rub some dirt on it. You'll be fine.
Yes.
It's just a ligament tear.
That's all.
Probably between your ribs where you, I don't know, breathe.
Yes. Yeah, and sometimes, So anyway,
Okay.
That's not, that's the posture of the worship. I don't think that's the way in which they fell to the ground.
I would hope not.
They weren't playing racquetball.
He's like, one last lesson in humility. You're going to trip over your own 2 feet right in front of me.
Boom. So that's the worship that's going on here.
Okay.
Now we're going to get to some fun things.
Oh, boy.
One of the elders, at verse 13, one of the elders asked me, "These in white robes." So one of the elders is talking to John. One of the 24 elders, okay?
Okay. That's not intimidating.
Yeah. So one of these guys is talking to John, and he says, "These in the white robes, who are they? Where did they come from?" Now, let me just tell you something.
The elder's asking John?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No pressure.
Now, the funny thing about that is he's not asking to gain information.
Oh.
It's rhetorical.
Got it.
He knows.
Okay. He's quizzing him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like,
are you picking up what we're putting down here?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
He's giving him information here.
Okay.
He's trying to give information.
Okay.
And of course, John doesn't get tricked. Let's say it that way. Not that there was tricking going on here. Just he just answers appropriately. He answers. He goes, "Sir, you know."
That's such a safe answer.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like our kids,
It's like when you
Did you clean up your room? Mom, you know.
You know. You've seen me here all day on this iPad.
You're asking something you already know, and I know you know it, right?
Come on. Yeah, come on.
So the elder responds, and this has caused this verse. It's so interesting. It has caused a whole theological system to be created around Revelation.
Okay.
And it has to do with chapter 20 put together with here in chapter 7. And is there a tribulation period a great tribulation period that's going to happen before the 1,000-year reign of chapter 20, after the 1,000-year reign of chapter 20, during the 1,000-year reign of chapter 20? So is it pre-mid, or post-tribulation?
Okay.
Those are 3 distinct theological systems that people have created concerning Revelation and the end of the world, end times.
Okay.
Okay. I'm really setting this up big, but it is like books have been written.
Oh.
Series of books have been written.
Okay.
Many a sermon, many an article, many a book, you name it. People talk about this all the time. Like they want to predict the end of the world.
A lot of lore.
Oh.
Well, because it keeps them comfortable.
I
They
guess
can predict it.
You can predict it, then I can anticipate what's going to happen next. And so.
Because human forbid, we just don't get to know.
Yeah. So.
And that's a hard reality.
World events like we're looking at right now people are talking about it right now because
end days are here.
Because the Iran war thing going on. So everybody, I saw that today on some YouTube stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, people are already running to this.
Here we go.
People run to this.
The Bible says this and that, and they're cherry picking. And,
right.
Yeah.
And so
I've seen it too.
And the 1,000 again. If you know anything about John, 1,000, 12,000, 12 times 12,000.
Yeah.
Symbolic numbers. Why would we ever change and make it non-symbolic in the middle of reading it
Yeah.
to create a system that tries to predict the end of the world. And that's what people do.
Well, because like I said, we can't accept that we're not supposed to know.
Right. Because Jesus said that.
No one knows.
No one knows except the Father.
Except the Father.
That's what he says. No one knows. And even Jesus kind of indicates he doesn't know.
Yes.
Like he's waiting on standby.
He's like, I'll be ready when he.
And the Father's going to tap his shoulder right next to him on the right hand of the Father. He's going to say, okay, time to go.
Yeah.
But even Jesus is like, only the Father knows.
Just be prepared.
Just be ready.
Yeah.
So if only the Father knows, then how dare we create systems?
I was just going to say the audacity.
The audacity for us to create systems that we think we can predict the end of the world.
He's like, you guys are so wrong.
It's crazy.
In fact, now I'm going to prolong it.
Yeah.
You're being dumb. You're not listening still.
That's how I think God thinks about it. Oh, you think it's today? Well, we'll go another day.
We'll push it back a little bit.
Anybody who has ever predicted this is the day, October 13th, September 25th, whatever it was.
It's been wrong.
Always wrong.
Always.
100% of the time.
Well, we're here today to prove that.
Right. And here's one way. Now, when we get to chapter 20, we'll get to chapter 20. But here's one way that I'm going to give, I think, pretty hard evidence that this predictive Great Tribulation period of 1,000 years, pre 1,000 years, post 1,000 years, mid, whatever people want to believe about it.
Sure.
I'm gonna unravel the rug right now. Okay. And this is something I discovered. I did not read this in a book. I just was doing study on it, and it just kind of popped out at me like, oh, this is something I need to pay attention to. So it says, and the elder says, these are they. Who are these in the white robes?
These are they.
These are they.
Okay.
I know. Great language, right?
Yeah.
Excellent English. These are they who have come out of the great tribulation. They have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Well, we can kind of understand washing robes in the white in the blood of the Lamb.
Okay.
They're baptized into Jesus and raised from the dead in Jesus, and we get that part. It's that first part. These are they who have come out of the great tribulation. When you read that in English, it sounds like past tense.
Who have
come.
Yeah.
Who have come.
Right.
Sounds like something that's already happened. Now, all the predictors are saying that he's seen a future vision of people coming out of a great tribulation in the future. And therefore, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
And all the signs and times and everything is going to point to when they actually come out of it. So we're trying to predict when the Great Tribulation is going to happen. Is it now? Is it now? Is it then? Has it already happened? Has it happened yet? Do we have signs? All this stuff.
Right.
Here's how the myth gets busted for me. These are they who have come out of the Great Tribulation. The actual syntactical and grammatical structure of that word come out is present tense in the Greek.
Okay.
So if you were to, and it's present tense in this ongoing way, like, how do I say ongoing present tense? People are driving down 47 in Morris.
Sure. That's a perpetual.
Perpetually, continually happening.
Yeah.
It never stops. 47 is a busy trap.
Sure. The earth is rotating. Perpetual.
It's constantly happening.
It's not ever going to not rotate, right?
That is the tense of the verb used here. So a better way to translate this, these are they who are perpetually coming out of the Great Tribulation.
Who are coming out of the Great
Present
Tribulation.
tense.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Not that it's happened already in the past or it's going to happen in some future event. These are the ones who are perpetually coming out of the Great Tribulation.
Okay.
What does that mean? What it means in my mind is Christians have been persecuted since day one, since they first became Christians.
Yeah.
Christians have been murdered and martyred, and we, obviously we got servants here that are sealed.
Yeah.
We have seal number 5.
Yeah.
These are the ones who've been murdered and martyred.
Right.
When will you avenge our blood?
Yeah, they're like, rest a little longer.
Rest a little longer. It's gonna
take a breather. I got
coming.
this.
And even today, we've learned about Nigeria. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of Christians being murdered.
Yeah.
Christians are always being murdered for their faith.
Yeah.
And they're coming. That you ask somebody in Nigeria, are you going through a tribulation? Their answer is going to be, yep.
Yeah.
China, yep. North Korea, yep.
Oh, gosh.
Russia, yep.
Horrible.
I mean, just because it doesn't happen overtly to Christians in America,
right,
doesn't mean it's not happening in this world.
How blessed you are.
Yeah, how blessed we are.
To feel so safe.
Someday it may not be that way. But it's happening around the world.
There's absolutely an attack on Christianity. If you refute that, then I'm sorry, you're just wrong.
Yeah.
You're just wrong.
Right.
How privileged you are to not know any better.
Right. Exactly.
But it doesn't mean it's not happening.
If the text means what I think it means in the grammatical sense, that these are the ones who are coming out of the great tribulation perpetually, who have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. So this is ongoing. From John's day, 90-ish AD, which is almost 2,000 years ago, to our day, it's a perpetual tribulation. So you can't put the tribulation on a timeline.
No.
Except for that it's always been there since Christ's return, well, since his resurrection and the church's onset. So I call the Great Tribulation now, tomorrow, and yesterday.
I think it makes sense.
Well, the grammar makes sense. And
especially
our
if it's
English versions
in Greek. Yeah.
Our English versions do a little disservice by they have come out instead of they are coming out.
In my version that I'm reading here on my app says these are the ones who come out of the Great Tribulation.
And that's better.
And that seems a little bit more digestible in what you're saying.
The word have messes it up.
And then it says, and they have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb.
Now that
but the start of it, the start of it, it's a little more acceptable to what you're saying is these are the ones who come out of the Great Tribulation.
Right.
So it's not saying they have or they did or they will. It's saying they are.
And so we can't put the Great Tribulation on a timeline and say that's going to be here in 2050 or whatever,
whatever it was,
or 1999 back in the day, and we had all the theories and everything for ever and ever.
When the Mayan calendar ran out. Everybody was like, "Oh, this
here
is
we
it.
go.
This is
Y2K.
You know what I
said?
said?
Here we go.
I was like, "Do you think they just got tired? Like, were they supposed to literally write it forever? Like, they were just like, that's good enough."
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows? But these findings, these ancient things or whatever that people are like, this is the calendar ran out. I'm like, when the last time you wrote a calendar for thousands of years? Like, you know what I mean? You try writing a calendar for 2,000 years out and see how you like it. You're gonna stop sometime. I'm like,
I haven't really thought about that, but yeah.
I think I've thought about it since the minute I heard that theory. I was like, maybe they just got tired. You know, they're just done. And
so here's something else that it kind of goes along with this present tense coming out of the Great Tribulation. He says, therefore, in verse 15, they are present tense before the throne of God. So they're there now.
Yeah. Yes.
They serve him day and night in his temple, like present tense.
All very present language.
He who sits on the throne will shelter them with his presence. Never again will they hunger. Never again will they thirst. The sun will not beat down on them, nor any scorching heat. So he's saying, I know. Bummer. We kind of like
Maybe
that.
my higher self won't need that, but my human self does.
So he's describing their existence in a heavenly place.
In an extremely present manner.
In a very present manner with the shelter of God. For the Lamb at the center of the throne will be their shepherd. He would lead them to springs of living water. Oh, that takes us right to Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. Yeah. He leads me beside springs of living water. He restores my soul. Green pastures, all of that.
All the paradise talk, yeah.
Yes. So this is the shepherd language from Psalm 23. And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. So this is
that's nice.
This is paradise.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
Yes. Like no more tears, living water, shelter, never hungry. Thank God. I mean, Henry needs to get to this place. That kid, he took cookies and pizza last night like it was going.
He's going to bankrupt me.
Like there's a famine.
Henry lives in
it's
a state of food insecurity as if it will all disappear if he does not take it all.
Those listening right now, you have to understand, this is a 7-year-old kid.
can put it down like a 40-year-old.
He can eat me under the table like nothing. I mean, he just unbelievable.
And he's not an unhealthy child.
No, he's solid.
He's like not overweight.
No.
He like you look at him and you go perfectly normal, healthy little boy.
Yeah.
And then you watch this kid pack in some food
it's unbelievable.
When people are around, I wonder if they think like, man, they are not feeding that boy. But we're feeding him all day. When he gets to heaven, he is not going to know what to do with his time.
Never again will they hunger. Never again will they thirst. And that's a phrase in there, you know.
Yeah, Henry's like, you won't be hungry?
That means I'm going to be eating every minute of the day.
Henry will not know what to do to fill his time if he is not thinking about his next meal or snack. You know what I woke up to this morning?
Oh, I don't know.
So it's Casimir Pulaski Day.
It is. Today is for us.
Today for us in the past for listeners here. It is March 2nd. It's also my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Colleen. Yes.
It is Casimir Pulaski Day, which means my kids are home from school. Mm-hmm. And Henry woke me up because he created a movie theater in our living room.
Okay.
He's really on this movie theater creation.
Yeah, he was on
now.
that last night. Yeah,
yes, he wanted everybody to come to his movie theater.
Yeah.
But what Henry means in a movie theater is it means he's just set up a snack bar on my couch.
Is that it?
On my couch. He had the Chips Ahoy, the Oreos.
Oh, my goodness.
The potato chips, the tortilla chips.
You had Chips Ahoy and Oreos there last night?
Yeah.
And I didn't know it?
Here's the thing. They were put up high, which again means Henry got a bar stool and climbed up and pulled them down from the pantry himself. And then he also pulled out applesauce and Go-Gurts, all of which were lined up on my couch.
Yeah.
It was pretty early to be dealing with that. But
will we never be hungry again because we don't need food, or there'll be so much food we'll never grow hungry
Henry's
again.
going to get a new hobby when he gets to heaven. He's going to figure something else out. God's going to have to keep him busy with something.
So funny.
Put him to work.
So this whole chapter is this parentheses, if you will, or it's a pause. It's that interlude between 6 and 7 seals.
Okay.
And it's saying these are the people who can stand. These are God's people, and here's their existence, and here's how God's taking care of them, and here's who they belong to, and here's their identity, and you belong to this too if you're faithful to Jesus. I mean, that's what this chapter is saying. It is an identity chapter. So the churches, the 7 churches that this is written to, they're listening to this, and they're reading this, and it's read out loud in their midst, and they're going, wow. No matter what we're going through, no matter how bad people want us to compromise our faith or even persecute us for our faith or whatever's going on in our world, this is what we have to look forward to because of our identity.
Yeah,
this is our identity. And
so it's so interesting because like the seals were so dark, and it is like it is so interesting where this is placed because it's like, well, if all of this is that, like, then who can stand? Like, if who can stand before God? And they're like, I'll tell you, real quick before I continue to set the stage. This is who can stand.
Yeah.
Before we continue, because I do think it would get a little daunting to then go back and talk about who can stand, kind of leave you on a cliffhanger because you'd kind of forget. I think at that point. So it is so perfectly written that this piece is right here after hearing all that terrible stuff about the first 6 seals.
Yeah.
You're going to die. There's going to be people that are going to be murderers.
It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world.
People who live for the earth and not for God instead of just on the earth for God. They're living for the earth. You know, all of that language. And then it's like, well, then who could stand? And it's like, I'll tell you.
My people.
Here you go. And then it's keep that in perspective.
Yeah.
Until we move on to the next seal, which I have no idea what it's about, but I can't wait to figure it out. But this feels a lot better than the last episode, I'll tell you that.
These interludes are meant to encourage the church.
I feel encouraged.
Yeah. So you're going to find that in the trumpets. You're going to find that in the bowls. Now, the interlude in the bowls is just one verse. There's a whole 2 chapters dedicated to the interlude for the trumpets.
Hey-o. Shout out to the trumpet players.
That's right.
If God needs more, when I get there, I'll bring.
You're gonna offer.
I'll bring my Bach.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll bring it with
me. That's
me.
awesome. So yeah, this chapter is this encouragement. This is who you are. So the first interludes is really who you are as God's people. Mm-hmm. You know, you are sealed, signed, and delivered. You know,
and He knows who they are.
The interlude between 6 and 7 trumpets is about the purpose of the church. What are we supposed to do? This is who we are. What are we supposed to do? The purpose behind the 6th and 7th bowl of wrath that God pours out is basically an encouragement to hang on.
Buckle up.
I'm about to take care of it all. You be patient.
Sit in what you know who you are and what you can do, and now just trust me. That's what it sounds like. It's coming.
Do, and trust. Yeah, it's a good one-word phrases for all those.
He lays
interludes.
a good foundation.
Yeah.
You're
so the
mine.
foundation is,
here's what you do.
You belong to me.
Seriously, trust me.
Yeah, you have
seriously.
on your forehead is a seal.
Yeah.
And it's describing, even though you're persecuted, and it's a great tribulation for you constantly. On the other side of that is no more hunger, no more thirst, no more tears, living water, no scorching heat.
Sounds pretty
good. You got
good.
a shepherd, you got Jesus, you get this throne. It's a great existence, right?
Sounds pretty good to me.
So that is chapter 7, and I hope that's encouraging to people. And I hope people don't, okay, I know there's going to be a few that are going to be like, oh, what about this great tribulation? Because you've been fed a bunch of stuff for many years that just I don't believe is true.
Just sit in the fact that as humans, it's very hard for us to not know everything because we are very selfish and that we believe we can and should know everything. I think it gets a little bit lighter for people and even a little clearer to accept the fact that we don't get to know.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's his plan for us is to not know this.
When God wants to return, he'll return.
And just live there.
Yeah.
Live there with
When
that.
he wants to make new heavens and new earth, he'll do it.
You relinquish that control. Have faith. Literally right there. Have faith.
Yeah.
You just have to have the blind faith. Maybe that's just something he's called us to do, is have the blind faith that like you don't get to know this piece.
Yeah.
You just need to trust me and know that it will come when it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Stop trying to figure it out. It's a waste of time. You're wrong.
You always will be.
Even if you're right, you're wrong. So keep guessing if you want to spin your wheels and be frustrated when it doesn't happen. But my pride could never deal with being wrong that many times. I'd just be like, you know what? Just let me know.
Right.
Just let me know. I'll be ready when it comes. That is probably a lighter state of living.
Yeah.
So if anybody has anything terrible to say about it, I guess, but like just, you don't get to know.
I'm just trying to like warn you a little bit that there is a long history of theological systems that have been created surrounding this verse and many other verses.
Oh, that's okay. I feel very secure in this teaching. So
This seems pretty straightforward to me.
well, yeah, you read it.
So far, I'm not trying to read anything into the text that's just it's
Well,
just
you don't
there.
get anything out of it, so why would you? Why would you be the adversary for literally no reason?
Right,
That
right.
seems crazy.
Right.
That seems crazy. In fact, it's actually harder to accept this reality, if you ask me.
Yeah,
It's harder for people to say, I don't know.
and I trust,
And I
right.
can't know.
Right, right.
Because we are in our existence, we're constantly chasing down answers for things we don't know. It's our natural order.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't know something, we want to figure it out. And this is just something we don't get to figure out.
No.
We just have to be prepared for.
But the results are pretty good.
Yeah, I'll say.
I like
Sounds lovely.
verses 15, 16, 17 is fantastic. What a great reality.
I'm a little upset
And
about no sun beating down on me, though.
No, it says, no,
What?
nor the sun will not beat down on them, nor any scorching heat. So it's not going to be, it's like, you won't get sunburned.
Oh.
You might get suntan.
Okay, well, my Irish skin is psyched about that.
Now, that is a stretch of an interpretation, but okay.
I'll take it.
You'll take it.
I'll take it.
Here's
You're
the thing.
Speaking my language.
Here's what I want you to know. If people take the book of Revelation as a chronological map for the end of the world, well, we just got to the end of the world. And we're only in chapter 6 and 7.
Yeah, how many are left?
Lots.
Do tell.
By the way, there's already been 7 in the 7 churches.
We're not even halfway.
Yeah, no way. And so I think I counted once, it's like 12, 13, 14 times where the end of the world is described.
Okay, so it can't be
So it's this
chronological.
we call it recapitulation. It's constantly circling back around again, telling it from a different angle and a different purpose and a different content for the purpose of his writing.
Okay.
We're at the end of the world here.
Okay. So now what?
At the end of each 7s, there's the end of the world. And I will be able to prove that to you, even the next 7s that we do on the trumpets. But
Okay.
when we get to chapter 11, I will be able to prove without a shadow of a doubt we're at the end of the world.
Again.
This one seems pretty clear, too.
It does, yes.
We got a heavenly scene, people that sealed. We're not talking about people raptured up somewhere or whatever, and that's another whole other system.
Yep.
But we're not going to go there today.
Okay.
All right, that's chapter 7. Just be encouraged that you are part of the white-robed people of God if you're faithful to Jesus, and these are some great rewards waiting for you. And it's your identity. It's a great identity to have.
Yeah. I sit pretty comfortably in that.
Okay.
All right. That is chapter 7. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Salty Bible Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to leave us a review. Click that 5th star so that more people can find us. And the website is still not up. I'm sorry. I preemptively said that it would be up. It's not up. I just haven't had the time, So bear with me. It's coming.
We got to give forgiveness and grace because of sickness and children.
We're a 2-man team here. We don't have a production team doing this for us. It is literally
just us.
Just Scott and Blair doing what we can.
Blair.
And me, Blair. So, and honestly, guys, it is almost a small miracle that we even get these episodes out on time sometimes. So the website, it will be coming. We own the domain. It's just not built yet. So
you build it, they will come.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, please send it to saltybiblepodcast@gmail.com. We may start a segment where we've had a couple of questions come through our social media. So we may start a segment where we read your question on air and give you a little shout out. So if you have any questions about, it doesn't have to be any current episode. It can be all the way back in season 1.
Sure. We'll remember what we said.
We'll circle back. That's what the internet's for. It lives on forever.
That's right.
So share with a friend, and we will see you guys next week.
Cool.